Yahoo India R&D, we have been in Bangalore for almost 10 years now. We have been doing a lot of core development from here. It started off pretty much with the technology, but now we are getting into product development space where product, UED and technology getting developed from here. So there are a lot of products like a lot of our listing products that we talk about, like shopping, autos and stuff that gets done from here. Advertising, search advertising, display advertising aspects are getting developed from this place. Other than that, we have things like multimedia search, core platform like content platform and stuff getting developed. Cloud is another important thing that gets really a lot of this is get developed from this place. Then we have a labs in Yahoo. It's really working on things like machine learning and technologies like clustering and data modeling. That is key to our product development as we go forward. So a lot of these work is actually happening from Yahoo India R&D today. So online industry is growing at a very fast rate, and the reason it's going fast is a lot of people are switching from offline modes of consuming content to online modes. And our industry being in the forefront of this is seeing a huge growth on the online space. Because of this, a lot of different products and technologies are getting developed and evolved. But one of the challenges that we have in this space is a lot of our revenue models is still advertising based. Although this is growing at a very rapid pace, like a lot of offline media spend is moving to online media spend and stuff like that. But still the industry needs to figure out other mechanism of generating more revenue around this area. So that's one. Other than that, mainly on Yahoo India R&D side, I think talent is one area where it's given that we are moving up the maturity cycle, we need talent of senior talent who have a lot of domain expertise. That's a challenge, and we are actually collaborating with a lot of institutes in and around in India and as well as abroad to make sure that we build some of this talent pool, which is very essential for us to remain competitive in this space. Cloud, as you know, it has become the most critical technology infrastructure that you need going forward. So a lot of our platform is actually moving to cloud, and we in Yahoo India R&D is actually developing a lot of the actual cloud. So Yahoo uses Hadoop. Okay, the Hadoop file system is being developed from here. We have a lot of people who contribute to this open source development, and we internally use this for our product development. So those really the file system aspects is getting developed from here. The workflow engines which is required to run Hadoop is developed from here. Other than that, the aspect of virtualization, which is like how do you make sure that you really have a differentiation between hardware and software so that you can have software running on any amount of hardware. The aspects of that is getting developed from here. So those are very core to our products, our technologies that we develop. So what we are doing is really building our platform on top of these cloud infrastructure to make sure that we can scale our platform to be really open and stuff that we are trying to build. So Bing is part of Microsoft. Okay, it's not a Yahoo search, but we are collaborating with Bing in terms of making sure that we use some of their technologies like the crawl and the indexing aspect of it to help make sure that our search is much more competitive. Okay, so we are going to use a lot of the infrastructure that Bing provides in terms of the data that they have crawled and the index, and then add to it to make sure that we give a compelling differentiating experience to our consumers. Okay, so that's a collaboration and partnership. So Yahoo India R&D is going to work very closely with Microsoft, both in as phase of the transition that we do and the collaboration that we talked about, and then evolve the technology on top of that to make sure that we have a differentiating product. The example that I can give there is Yahoo has very, very specialized content. If you take a look at our news or the video content that Yahoo has, we can very well take the index that Bing provides, okay, and make sure that we overlay some of the information that we have very specialized and specific to Yahoo to make a differentiating experience. Yahoo has much more user information about its user, which is very differentiating from, let's say, what Bing has, and we can use that information to make sure the search experience that our consumer gets is very, very personalized and gives much more informative about the content that search is providing. So these are a couple of things that the way Yahoo is thinking about this partnership and really leverage the partnership to create a differentiating product. Think about it is competitors are thinking about search in a very primitive way. Still, it's about how do you get the content and rank the content. From a Yahoo perspective, the way we are thinking about it is search is going to evolve a lot. Okay, and Yahoo has very, very specific and I would say deep content in few areas. Okay, the way Yahoo is thinking about it is, rather than looking at all this content very differently, we need to figure out what are the relationship between the content and evolve this whole concept in more about relationship between objects and really build the search engine on top of it. So Yahoo, the way it's looking at it is search will evolve from being just the links to more about the object relationship moving forward. And given that Yahoo is in a unique position in terms of the content that it has, it can create a much better and a bigger object relationship between the various objects Yahoo has and provide a search which is differentiating. So that's how Yahoo is thinking about differentiating its search experience from its competitors. Uh, Yahoo search is not getting integrated with Bing. Bing is going to be a very different Microsoft search. Yahoo will use some of the infrastructure to build on top of it to get a differentiating experience of search to its consumer. So what I mean by that is Bing will provide the infrastructure that is like the crawl and the data that is required, but Yahoo will basically add on top of it to provide a differentiating experience. The products are based on the core technologies that we develop and evolve. Okay, the CTO's role is really making sure that we are ahead in the game. So CTO is responsible to make sure that we are thinking ahead in terms of what type of technologies are going to evolve in this space, what is critical for us going forward, and making sure that our product and platform really leverage those technology, and we in-house build some of these technologies and platform to make sure our products are competitive. So that's the CTO's role. In terms of CIO and IT folks, I think their main role is to make sure that the systems that we have in place, the infrastructure that we have in place are really up and running and they are working in the right way, and we are very efficient in running that. Okay, it may be things like the consumption of power to things like uptime and things like that. So CIO's role is how do you really manage and maintain the systems that we have in a very efficient and effective way. So that's the difference between these two roles. I love gadgets, and almost every new gadget I try and reach out and try to learn how it's using. Lately, like today, I got this new Nano, which is really like, it's so sleek, it's so small, and which has a video in it. It's got FM, it's got like things like speaker built in it. Some of these things, I think, really what we are seeing, a lot of innovations are really happening in gadget, and I really love to be part of it.